The Black Knight satellite, an alien probe orbiting Earth. Welcome to Echoes from Tomorrow. If you love unraveling the mysteries of the unknown, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that challenges what we know about our universe. Now, let's dive into one of the most puzzling space anomalies of all time. A mysterious object has been orbiting Earth for decades, or perhaps even centuries. Some believe it is a 13,000-year extraterrestrial probe. NASA calls it space debris. But what if the Black Knight satellite is something far more sinister? For as long as humanity has looked up at the stars, we have wondered, are we alone? The vastness of space is an endless mystery, full of possibilities and hidden secrets. But what if we are not just looking into the cosmos, but being watched by something or someone from above? Throughout history, there have been whispers of an unidentified object in Earth's orbit, one that predates any known human satellite. Some call it a myth, others dismiss it as a conspiracy theory. But there are those who believe that what we call the Black Knight satellite is an ancient extraterrestrial artifact, silently observing us. The legend of the Black Knight satellite has captivated scientists, researchers, and conspiracy theorists alike. The origins of this mystery date back over a century, with strange signals, unexplainable radio waves, and puzzling observations. Some say it was first discovered by none other than Nikola Tesla in 1899, when he reported receiving a repeating radio signal that he believed was from an intelligent source beyond Earth. Could Tesla have unknowingly made contact with an otherworldly intelligence? Tesla, a visionary ahead of his time, was convinced that life existed beyond our world. He described the signals he received as structured, non-random, and unlike any natural phenomenon. At the time, few believed him. Yet, in the decades that followed, similar signals were reported by radio operators and astronomers worldwide. Were these signals an attempt at communication? Or were they something else entirely? Fast forward to the 1950s, and reports of an unidentified satellite orbiting Earth began to surface. The most unsettling part: this mysterious object was reportedly following a polar orbit, something that no known satellite at the time was capable of. Nations were racing into space, yet this enigmatic presence was already there, observing, watching, waiting. In 1960, the US military detected a dark, unidentified object orbiting Earth. Initially, they believed it to be a Soviet spy satellite. However, further investigations only deepened the mystery. The object didn't match any known spacecraft. Its trajectory and movement suggested intelligence. Yet no country claimed responsibility. Was it an artificial satellite from another world? A relic from an unknown civilization? Or something far more advanced than we can comprehend? Decades later, in 1998, the legend of the Black Knight satellite resurfaced once again when NASA's STS-88 mission photographed a peculiar black object floating in space. The images sent the UFO community into a frenzy. NASA claimed it was merely a thermal blanket lost during a spacewalk, but many were not convinced. The object's shape, structure, and sheer presence raised far more questions than answers. Is the Black Knight satellite merely a case of misidentified space debris? Or could it be the smoking gun evidence that we are not alone? That something or someone has been watching us for thousands of years? Perhaps the answers lie in the whispers of the past, waiting for us to uncover them. The origins of the mystery, the story of the Black Knight satellite begins with a genius, Nikola Tesla, in 1899. While experimenting with wireless electricity in his Colorado Springs laboratory, Tesla detected an unusual repeating signal, unlike anything he had encountered before. He speculated it could be a message from extraterrestrial life. His claim was met with skepticism, but he remained convinced that he had intercepted signals from beyond Earth. Then, in the 1920s and 30s, amateur radio operators also reported strange, long-delayed echoes radio signals, bouncing back after an unusual delay. Could these echoes have been transmissions from the Black Knight satellite? By the 1950s, the mystery deepened when astronomers picked up signals from an unknown object in orbit. The issue? This object appeared to be in a polar orbit, something no human satellite had yet achieved. Some speculated that it was an early Soviet satellite, but even the USSR denied any involvement. In 1954, retired U.S. Air Force Major Donald Keyhoe made a shocking claim. He alleged that 2 artificial satellites were orbiting Earth, at a time when no country had the capability to place objects in space. Were these satellites evidence of extraterrestrial technology? Keyhoe wasn't the only one intrigued. In 1960, the US military detected an unidentified dark object in orbit, initially thought to be a Soviet spy satellite. Further analysis suggested otherwise. The object's speed, trajectory, and behavior didn't match anything known to man. Some suggested it was debris from an unknown space mission, but no known mission could explain its origin. The whispers of the Black Knight satellite had grown louder. Was it an ancient alien probe, a relic from a long-lost civilization, or simply a trick of the mind, connecting dots where none exist? The evidence was mounting, but so were the skeptics. As we dig deeper, we must ask, was this satellite truly extraterrestrial? Or could it have been an undiscovered fragment of human history, lost to time? One thing is certain, the mystery was only just beginning. The evidence and sightings. For decades, strange reports have emerged about an unidentified object orbiting Earth. It's been detected by astronomers, photographed by NASA, and even picked up on military radar. The so-called Black Knight satellite is not just a myth, it's a mystery with evidence spanning over a century. What exactly have we found, and what does it mean for our understanding of space? One of the earliest pieces of evidence comes from none other than Nikola Tesla. In 1899, Tesla claimed to have received unexplained radio signals while experimenting with wireless electricity in Colorado Springs. The signals were structured, repetitive, and unlike anything he had encountered before. Tesla himself believed he was receiving messages from an intelligent source, possibly from space, but was he really detecting signals from the Black Knight? Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, amateur radio operators across the world reported receiving mysterious long-delay echoes, LDEs. These echoes would repeat their own transmissions back to them, sometimes minutes later, an anomaly that scientists struggled to explain. Some believe these echoes were being reflected back by an unknown satellite, potentially the Black Knight. In 1954, newspapers, including the St. Louis Dispatch and the San Francisco Examiner, reported that the U.S. Air Force had detected 2 unidentified satellites in Earth's orbit. At the time, neither the US nor the Soviet Union had the capability to launch satellites. So where did these objects come from? Scottish researcher Duncan Lunan later revisited the LDE mystery, suggesting that the signals may have been a message from an ancient alien probe, possibly orbiting Earth for 13,000 years. His controversial translation suggested an invitation. Start here. Our home is Epsilon Bootis, a double star. Could this have been an actual extraterrestrial communication? In 1960, during the height of the Cold War, the US military detected an unidentified dark object in polar orbit. At the time, neither the US nor the Soviet Union had the capability to place satellites in such an orbit. The Pentagon was alarmed, fearing it could be a secret Soviet spy satellite, but investigations revealed no clear answers. Was this an early documented sighting of the Black Knight? Perhaps the most famous evidence of the Black Knight satellite comes from NASA's STS-88 mission in 1998. Astronauts aboard the space shuttle Endeavour took several photos of a strange black object floating above Earth. The images sparked worldwide speculation. Was this the legendary Black Knight finally captured on camera? NASA, however, dismissed it as a thermal blanket lost during a spacewalk. But skeptics argue that the object's shape, movement, and longevity in orbit suggest something far more enigmatic. In the years since the STS-88 mission, multiple astronomers and researchers claim to have tracked unexplained objects moving through Earth's orbit. Some of these objects appear to shift trajectory unnaturally, defying conventional physics. Could the Black Knight still be out there watching us? The Black Knight satellite remains one of the most perplexing space mysteries of our time. Is it merely a collection of misidentified objects and natural anomalies? Or is there truly an ancient extraterrestrial probe observing us from the darkness of space? The evidence is compelling, but the truth remains elusive. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep space mysteries. Theories behind the Black Knight. We've explored the sightings. We've examined the evidence. But now, we venture into the realm of speculation. If the Black Knight satellite is real, then what is it? Where did it come from? And perhaps most importantly, why is it here? Join us as we uncover the most intriguing theories surrounding this cosmic enigma. One of the most widely discussed theories is that the Black Knight is an ancient extraterrestrial probe sent to monitor Earth. This idea aligns with Duncan Lunan's controversial interpretation of long-delay echoes, which suggested an intelligent transmission from a civilization in the Epsilon Bootis star system. If the Black Knight is a probe, then who sent it, and why? Could it be part of an advanced civilization's attempt to study life on Earth and interstellar reconnaissance mission spanning thousands of years? Of course, skeptics argue that there's a far simpler explanation, one rooted in human history. Could the so-called Black Knight actually be a lost fragment of early space missions? Some researchers point to the possibility that it is merely an outdated piece of Cold War technology, possibly a remnant of an abandoned military satellite, or an experimental space project that was classified and later forgotten. But if that were the case, why has no nation come forward to claim responsibility? Another scientific perspective suggests that the Black Knight may not be artificial at all. Some astronomers propose that it could be a natural celestial object, such as a captured asteroid or a rogue piece of cosmic debris that happened to settle into an unusual orbit around Earth. While this explanation is certainly plausible, it fails to account for the strange radio signals and shifting trajectories reported over the years. Could it be possible that both theories are correct, that the Black Knight is a natural object that has somehow been altered or repurposed by an unknown intelligence? Perhaps the most intriguing and controversial theory is that the Black Knight is part of a long-running cover-up. Some conspiracy theorists argue that space agencies and governments have known about the Black Knight for decades, but have actively worked to suppress its true nature. They point to NASA's explanation of the STS-88 mission photos. The Black Knight was merely a thermal blanket, an example of deliberate misdirection. If true, this raises an unsettling question: what are they hiding, and why? Finally, there's one theory that takes the mystery to a whole new level. The idea that the Black Knight isn't real in the way we think it is. What if the Black Knight is a glitch in the simulation? A remnant of a constructed reality that was never meant to be noticed? Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis suggest that anomalies like the Black Knight could be evidence that our universe is not what it seems. If we are, in fact, living in a simulated environment, then perhaps the Black Knight is an artifact of that system, something that was accidentally left in the code. The Black Knight satellite remains one of the most compelling unsolved mysteries of our time. Whether it's an ancient alien artifact, a lost piece of human technology, a celestial oddity, or even something beyond our comprehension, one thing is certain: it continues to captivate and intrigue us. The truth may be out there, waiting to be uncovered. But until then, all we can do is wonder. What do you believe? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep space mysteries. What if it's real? We've explored the evidence. We've examined the theories. But now, let's ask the question that lingers in the minds of all who have heard about the Black Knight satellite. What if it's real? What if this enigmatic object is not a mere trick of the eye, not a misidentified satellite, and not a piece of space debris? What if it is something far more mysterious, something watching us, waiting? Tonight, we dive into the unsettling possibilities of a reality where the Black Knight is more than just a myth. One possibility that has fascinated ufologists and researchers alike is that the Black Knight is an active alien probe, silently observing us from the darkness of space. What if this object has been relaying data back to an unknown civilization for centuries, monitoring humanity's progress, our conflicts, our technological advancements? If that is the case, then what happens when we finally acknowledge its presence? Could revealing its existence trigger contact, or worse? But what if the Black Knight has been a human creation all along? One we were never meant to know about. Some theorists suggest that it could be the remnant of a classified military project, an advanced spy satellite, or even a weaponized platform from the Cold War era that was later abandoned. If that's true, then why has it remained undisclosed for so long? Could there be hidden files locked away in government archives that detail a secret history of space-based surveillance, technology far ahead of its time? What if the Black Knight is something far older than we ever imagined? Could it be a relic from an ancient human civilization that once possessed advanced spacefaring technology? Some theorists propose that lost civilizations once erased from mainstream history might have launched objects into orbit thousands of years ago. What if the black night is their final message? A warning left adrift in space, waiting for us to rediscover it. Yet another possibility is that the black night is not a machine at all, but a cosmic anomaly, an object with properties unknown to modern science. Some reports claim it moves in unpredictable ways, defying our understanding of orbital mechanics. Could it be that this object is not simply drifting in space, but actively shifting in response to something? If so, what force is controlling it? And what does it mean for the future of space exploration? Perhaps the most thrilling and terrifying scenario is that the black night is a signal, a trigger awaiting activation. Some suggest that its mere presence is part of a larger plan, an extraterrestrial mechanism designed to initiate first contact under specific conditions. If the black night is real, and if it holds the key to our first encounter with an alien species, then the question becomes, are we ready for what comes next? If the black night is real, then its purpose remains the greatest mystery of all. Is it watching? Is it waiting? Or has it been silently influencing human history all along? Until the truth is revealed, all we can do is speculate, question, and wonder. What do you think? Could the black night be more than just a legend? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and remember, the most astonishing truths are hidden in the silence of the void. We have journeyed through decades of speculation, sifted through evidence both compelling and questionable, and explored theories that challenge our perception of reality. The Black Knight satellite remains one of the most intriguing space mysteries of our time. But as we stand at the precipice of discovery, one question lingers. Will we ever uncover the truth? From Nikola Tesla's enigmatic radio signals in 1899 to modern-day sightings and analyses, the Black Knight has woven itself into the fabric of both conspiracy and curiosity. If it is a mere myth, why does it continue to resurface time and time again? If it is merely space debris, why does its story persist despite countless scientific rebuttals? Perhaps deep within the corridors of history lies a truth that is yet to be unveiled. Regardless of whether the Black Knight is an ancient probe, a secret military experiment, or a trick of the mind, its story reminds us of something far greater, the boundless mysteries of space. As we launch new missions into the unknown, scanning exoplanets for signs of life, we are constantly reminded that we are but a small piece of a much larger puzzle. What else might be out there, silently waiting to be discovered? The Black Knight satellite may remain an enigma for now, but the search for answers never ends. What do you believe? Could there be a hidden truth we have yet to uncover? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and join us on our next journey into the unknown. Until then, keep looking up, keep questioning, and remember, the greatest secrets are hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of space's greatest mysteries, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with fellow truth seekers, and follow 2 Echoes from Tomorrow for more mind-bending stories. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode.